Pascal, before you guys left for Long Island, you were pretty definitive. You said you had 100% faith in the team and how it was playing and how things would get right. How do you feel now after two more kind of open, offensive-oriented games here?
Obviously, the result last night's game was not what we expected, but it's 2-2 right now. I know it's a 1-8 seeding series. At the same time, we knew we were going to get into a battle with them. They're a young, fast team, and they want to win as well. So it's a best of 3 right now.
I guess I'll have Kunitz on this one. How important is it not to lose perspective? Like you said, it's the series is tied 2-2. It's not the end of the world. It's a best of 3 series now. How important is it to kind of keep that perspective moving forward?
I mean, that's what you fight for the home ice, is to be able to get this opportunity to have more games played at your home. But that being said, we still have to go out and win those games. It's playoffs. Anything happens. You got to go out there. You got to roll with the punches. You got to make sure you're evaluating yourselves and trying to adjust to the team that you're playing against. They're going to try to exploit areas. We're going to try and do things different throughout the whole series. That's why it's such a grind to do it. And it's not going to happen the first 4 games. It's it's something we got to adjust and be better in the next 2.
Yeah, it's for Pascal. How much of this series being the 2-2 is what they're doing or what you're not doing? Have you kind of sorted that out?
I think you can go both ways on that question. I think we, as a team, have not played our game, managing the puck, putting pucks behind their D, just playing the offensive zone. But at the same time, they're adjusting to our style of play too. They play well. They hold on to the puck. They win their battles in our zone, and they put a lot of pucks on net, and that's gives them results, you know.
I don't know if both you gentlemen can address this question, but even though it's a best of 3 and you have 2 of those 3 games, do you still think home ice exists in this series the way it's played out so far? Is there really still a home ice advantage for this hockey team moving forward?
I think there always is. When you have last change in your rink, that gives you an advantage going on the ice, setting up your guys and who you want on the ice. So maybe not a sense in the building and where you're playing, you're going to still try to execute your game plan, but being able to control who goes on the ice against certain guys is a huge thing and a huge detail for most teams.
Yeah, I would agree on that. Yeah, exactly. The home ice is more of the game plan and who you play against and the matchups more than the building you play on, like Chris said.
Chris or Pascal, whoever wants to take it. When you look at kind of the way the series has gone so far, you know from playing them so much during the season what they have. Has their speed caused more issues than you would have expected for you guys? Whether it's getting to your breakout, getting bottled up in the zone, has it been more of an issue than you would have expected?
No, I don't think it's more. I think it's something that we need to be better when we have the puck, making better plays, not forcing it into their speed areas or chipping a puck that doesn't go all the way in, turning pucks over, that their D do a great job of turning and throwing pucks out to space and letting their guys go. They're looking for those 50-50 pucks and putting guys on it and creating panic almost with some of our guys when we're going back for it or trying to push pucks to certain areas. So it's just something we have to get better at. Be better in 3 zones, 5 guys together, making plays to break their pressure and put it in and go play our game behind them. It's something we haven't got to a whole series.
Chris, how much of it is adjustments, or is it just sticking more to your game plan and you just haven't been able to do that so far?
Getting to the game plan is probably one thing. You always make adjustments over playing a team this many times, but getting to our game plan, I don't think we've done it very well. We did it maybe that first game for 10-20 minutes, but other than that, we have been sitting back, playing on our heels a little bit. It's something we got to get better at going forward, playing with the puck, playing with poise, and maybe even a little patience. But having that puck and keeping away from their guys is something we need to do.
For either one of you guys, obviously, Coach didn't commit to anything, and he probably won't tell us till tomorrow. But Tomas Valkoen's been a veteran guy, been around for a while. He's played well for you this year. What is your, if he does play, if that does happen, just in general, what's your confidence with him playing in front of him or in him?
We're definitely confident in both of our goalies. Marc-Andre is our guy right now. He's a starting goalie in the start of that series, and it's obviously, you saw through the season, both guys played really well for us, and it's obviously not our call here.
Pascal, both of you guys really, you know, Marc-Andre's taken all the heat for this. Just your thoughts on, have you guys done well enough in front of him, and does it bother you a little bit to see him being sort of lambasted here?
Yeah, definitely bothers us. We're a team in there. We support each other. Anytime somebody's taking the heat for something, it's a team sport, and there's a lot of us on the ice that create turnovers, that lead to odd man rushes and shots on net. That's the game is turnovers. It's when you do something wrong, the other team always seems to come back to score. So it's something that we have to be better in front of our goalie. If it's going off skates and things like that, I mean, can't control all that stuff, but you want to show that you have pride in your teammates, and you want to go out there, you want to work harder for him if things aren't going his way, and that's what we're going to try and do.
I would go the same way on that question. Yes, it's us playing better in front of our goalies. Well, Kunitz talked about odd man rushes and stuff like that. Yes, we got to limit those, but sometimes lucky bounce is a lucky bounce.
This is for either guy. What causes a team such as yours that had so much success in the regular season to get off your game? Is it decision making? Is it trying to do too much? Is there some aspect of the playoffs that forces change?
The playoffs are obviously, everything's a little more scrutinized maybe by the other team. They're going to pick at your flaws because you're trying to win 4 games. You have so many chances to exploit maybe certain areas, but we just have to be, obviously they're playing well, they're a good team, they're young. We still need to do things better and execute better. And if we can do that, if we can play to an area that we were successful during the season, and when we got on a roll, we were doing things of playing in the offensive zone, playing with the puck, keeping teams away from our net, limiting teams' offensive chances and shots and odd man rushes. We were playing really good. We were really high on ourselves. We were winning games. We were keeping pucks out of our net. And I think when you keep the other team that far away from your goalie and your end, it makes it a lot harder on them. They've been making us play defense quite a bit, can't get up in the play and get those rushes and have that extended zone time that we want to and that we've had success doing throughout the year.